You have a closet full of designer suits, and yet only a select few that give you those sunny looks. So this morning you choose between Magoo, Wang Yu, and Wolful. Your most favorites following Pareto's 80-20 rule. Wear your tennis shirt, gentleman shirts, feeling good, ready to cheer the IT Managers quarterly reports meeting at 10:32. Jump into your brand new TX hybrid Lexus you bought from Cali Blue Boo.
If the system crashes tonight, then you lose your sleep time. I'm like the apple of your eye, always on your mind. When my user interface is right, and my user experience is fine, then you can dine and wine. My hardworking IT manager, you are my lifeline of my lifetime.
Hello, Asla, co-creator of your own reality. Welcome to Asla's Bread, the only place that fuels you to quantum leap your current finances and become a lifetime winner. Your day to walk away from the matrix is here.
Meet and greet colleagues who flew in from various centers. Have the last meeting minutes and current agendas. Your SDM using data RMM, present progress updates on SLAs with feedback scores from customer satisfaction surveys. Your infrastructure manager using Enlight and ConnectWise presents KPIs, metrics like network latency and uptime, health of servers, recovery and backups, intrusion detectors, and failover messages. Your IT director using Asana and Acumatica reports on project timelines and achieve milestones, highlights on employee trainings and outlines long-term goals, then emphasizes on budget allocation, resource utilization, and cost savings as proposed. Your security manager using LastPass and Sentinel-1 summarizes on incidents and threats, their impacts and future trends to install AlgoSec for firewall management to block unauthorized access and cyber attacks.
If the system crashes tonight, then lose your sleep time. I'm like the apple of your eye, always on your mind. When my user interface is right, and my user experience is fine, then you can dine and wine. My hardworking IT manager, you are my lifeline of my lifetime.
Each quarter 2-3, you like an afternoon tea. Your dog Snoopy spoiled the tulips, so you need 2 feet and replanting a part you bought from Susie. It grows well in gardening zone 4B, according to what you learned on growing and I naturally. Now you match to your tool set, get your CSS from Susan, watering can from Dr. Uen, and Savel from Chuzuen, Rate from Prudence, and Trowel from 2 ways, and put them all onto your wheelbarrow from Quebec. You live in a dead zone, 4B by zip code, Wisconsin, where plants are set to sleep, creep and leap. Protect them from extreme winds and heat. Use organic compost, dead leaves and twigs. Best food for microbes, unlike compost. You design your landscape with landscape and ice-scape. Worked on frost-free dates, avoid full shade. So she germinate, plant pots are in Fila, puzzle shapes. Where in cold frame, won't desiccate, will pollinate.
If the system crashes tonight, then you lose your sleep time. I'm like the apple of your eye, always on your mind. When my user interface is right, and my user experience is fine, then you can dine and wine. My hardworking IT manager, you are my lifeline of my lifetime.
Hello again. I hope you enjoyed watching my music video. It dramatizes an IT general manager who enjoys gardening in his backyard as a hobby, especially after work and during his free times. I'm going to use this music video to explain and demonstrate some important life-changing concepts. So keep watching. Asla, everybody has strengths and weaknesses tailored to their own lives, and I bet you are no exception. Your strengths are the very forces that drive you forward in life. But on the other hand, you do have certain weaknesses whose sole mission is to drag you back to square one or even to a more worse state. Now, most people fail in life simply because they belittle these two opposing godly forces that their very own lives operate on. They never dare to discern into the true natures and characteristics of these two opposing forces, or try to explore their potentials, patterns, and impacts on their own lives. And as a result, most of those people tumble down to the ground and even perish when hit hard by the harshnesses of this life. Therefore, in this video, I'm going to help you see your own weaknesses for what they truly are with your spiritual eye, so that you can be able to grab it by the throat and crush it every time it comes around until it is no more. This and more are covered in the first principle mindset of financial growth. So let's dive right in. First principle mindset of financial growth has 5 facets.
Facet number 1.
The art of solving other people's problems. A case study. The law of income says you get paid in direct proportion to the amount of value you deliver to your marketplace. This means that your financial success is directly related to the size of the problem you solve for other people. If you solve small problems, you get small money. And if you solve big problems, you get big money. Okay, let's say an IT general manager loves to do gardening in his or her backyard as a favorite hobby to do after work and during free times. He or she hones his or her gardening skills as years pass and receives praises, admirations, and very positive comments from neighbors, friends, and co-workers about his or her remarkable gardening excellence. One day, the gardener decides to finally monetize the hobby after receiving so many requests from folks who keep expressing their desire to buy some of his or her plants, and also to be taught those exceptional gardening skills. So the gardener opens a plant shop in the city and sells plants and plant products. The gardener also starts a gardening YouTube channel and teaches those unique gardening skills he or she had acquired over the years. And not only that, whilst being a committed gardener, he or she had discovered the fastest, most effective way to completely eradicate a certain kind of pests, and has negotiated with a world-class pesticide company called Bayer Crop Science to have this self-discovered pesticide manufactured and distributed worldwide under the company's distribution chain. If he or she succeeds, this multi-million-dollar deal will bring him or her an overnight fortune, so to speak. This is what it means to solve other people's problems and take their money justifiably.
Facet number 2.
Understand how life works. Asla, they say some things in this life can never change, and one of which is your very own life, which swings like a pendulum to the left and right constantly and never stops swinging till the moment you die. This is but a universal design which allows you as a spiritual being to experience and bear witness of the two forces that are in constant battle in the spiritual realm, the force of good and evil, light and dark, heaven and hell. If you check my last video, it explains more about the significance of the number 2 in everybody's lives. Okay, these two divine forces are simplified down to practical earthly terms as your personal strengths and weaknesses. Every individual has his or her own unique set of strengths and weaknesses, and so experiences this swinging of the pendulum in his or her own unique way. But the general motive or purpose remains the same, which is to demonstrate the constant battle between these two divine forces. Therefore, if you really wish to minimize or overcome your weaknesses, then you must analyze carefully how your unique pendulum is swinging. Study the pendulum's nature, behaviors, time lapses, and patterns. You will notice that when it swings to the right, it will reveal to you the dangers, damages, and losses that those weaknesses you have are causing in your life. It will also give you the desire to quit those bad or harmful practices. But then it swings to the left and you find yourself completely indulging in your weaknesses. And there your losses will creep in. This is how you lose your money, your love, reputation, trustworthiness, your health, prestige, your job, and so on. Then it will again swing to the right and reveal those same good ideas and insights, plus give you some more new insights to improve your life. It keeps swinging ceaselessly back and forth, and over time you end up having an either healthy, happy, and prosperous life, or an unhealthy, sad life of lack and misery. Now, here is where I will give you the golden nugget. So ready? Okay. The same metal ball on the pendulum that swings to the right is that very same metal ball that swings to the left. That's why it will take you on a journey that will ensure you leave behind all the good things it showed you when it swung to the right. This is how you get to completely forget all those good self-improvement ideas and insights before it will allow your weaknesses to strike you in order to successfully harm or damage you. So I guess you are now asking, what should I do then? Listen carefully. Write those good self-improvement ideas and insights it revealed to you on the wallpaper of your phone using a text on photo editor app like Narek or Kulexp on Google Play Store, and carry it everywhere as a daily reminder. For the hour your weakness will strike you is the hour you've completely left behind, aka forgotten those good things. It's like the hour a thief breaks into a house and steals is the hour the owner of the house is not around. And lastly, be mindful that the same swinging ball that is capable of delivering your downfall is also that very same swinging ball that is capable of delivering your rise to victories and stardom. So if you miss its deceptive traps, then rest assured that its blessings are certainly on their way to you, as long as you stay true to your hustles. Period.
Visit number 3.
The 3 levels of financial quantum leap. Now that you have a fair idea about the mechanics and characteristics of the swinging pendulum in your life, you are in a better position to have more control over your own life. By this, I mean that you are now able to avoid most, if not all, of your major weaknesses and redivert those wasted times to positive, growth-oriented activities like eating healthy, learning, exercising, and making money. Okay, if you wish to grow financially, then the shortest route is to have multiple streams of income, following what I call the 3 levels of financial quantum leap: the basic, advanced, and the highly advanced levels. The basic level of financial quantum leaping is achievable when an employee or an entrepreneur has one side hustle. For instance, the IT general manager in the music video you just watched could save portions of his salary and invest it in the real estate business. The advanced level of financial quantum leaping is achievable when an employee or an entrepreneur engages in two-side hustles. For instance, the IT general manager in the music video could invest in the real estate business and also start a white label software business where he could buy and resell software products. The highly advanced level of financial quantum leaping is achievable when an employee or an entrepreneur has more than two-side hustles. For instance, our IT general manager could 1. Invest in the real estate business, 2. Operate a white label software business, and 3. Turn his love for gardening into a profitable business like operating a plant shop or starting a gardening YouTube channel.
Visit number 4.
Time travel into your financial future. Asla, once you have overcome most of your weaknesses, you will find that you now have more free times at your disposal, most of which used to be taken up by your weaknesses, such as drinking alcohols, partying, watching porn, playing video games, uncontrolled spendings, or endless scrolling on your phone. This is the ideal time for you to take on board a carefully planned side hustle and go all in on it to make your financial dreams come true. Let me give you an example. Okay, according to ziprecruiter.com, the average annual salary for an IT manager working in Miami, Florida, in the USA is $104,935 US. And according to expertisten.com, the monthly living costs for a family of 4 living in Miami, Florida is $8,280 US. This means that the annual living costs will be around $99,360 US. So, the IT manager will be able to save around $5,575 US in 1 year. If he or she works in Miami for 20 years, then he or she would be able to save around $111,500 US, probably before retiring. Okay, let's say the IT manager loves to do gardening as a favorite hobby and spends about 16 hours every week to take care of his or her beautiful plants. If he or she calculates his or her 20 years savings in advance, like what we just did, and feels the need to take on board a side hustle, then he or she could divert 8 of those 16 gardening hours to cater for a side hustle. This means that in 1 year, this particular IT manager would have around 416 hours to pursue that particular side hustle. So, in 20 years, instead of just working as an IT manager and attending to his or her gardens after work, he or she could utilize around 8,320 hours to go all in on that particular side hustle, which could pay off well and make him or her a millionaire before retiring. You get the picture? Good. Just before we go into our final facet, listen, Asla. In facet 2, I advised you to write on your phone's wallpaper those positive tips the swinging pendulum revealed to you when it swung to your right. This is because, by default, our minds were designed to dance to the tune of this invisible pendulum, following the out of sight, out of mind principle. This is why I suggested that you keep your most important tips, phrases or quotes within your sight at all times, so that they will constantly remind you, thus rewire or reset your entire system back to your strengths to overcome the deceptive traps of your weaknesses which are laid ahead of you. In neuroplasticity, this is called the use it or lose it principle. This applies to other important things in your life as well, such as this video you are watching. So if you don't want to lose this humble community of hustlers, then use it to your advantage by simply subscribing.
Facet number 5.
A side hustle success story. You know, they say success leaves clues. So let me introduce you to Jeff Tepper, an IT general manager also, just like the one dramatized in the music video you just watched. Jeff Tepper joined Microsoft in 1992 and later he spearheaded SharePoint, which was first released in 2001. SharePoint is a Microsoft-built collaborative platform used by organizations to store, organize, share, and access information securely. Today, this product alone generates for Microsoft around $1 billion US. Jeff Tepper is the current president of collaborative apps and platforms at Microsoft. Interested? Click the links in the description box and access more of the good stuff for yourself.